initiate. Dancing around the expectations of life, knowing how becomes unforgiving. Sacrifice has always been necessity to become more than a hollow fabrication. It's the way they do get lost inside a hollow shell. If you follow the standards, your journey will fail. Release these thoughts, causing you to wander to the side of the goals in front of you. Within the streets of time, letting you transform into the state of the gods, breathing out for something to lift you up and take you from this place. Disaster strikes. God is the iron that falls on the heads of those who step out of line. Will you continue down this path, or stand up, reach out, and fight through this pathless travel? Set your sights on the sky, say our remorse left behind. Pursue the vision of initiation. Into the unknown calculations, we all breathe in the air, poisoned by the safety net. Voices are normalization. Break free without hesitation. Break free of visualization. Disaster strikes. Blood is the iron that falls on the heads of those who step out of line. The CAC is true existence. Trust me, this is not a path to bear alone. Grab the rope, row into the seas of time, letting you transform into the sea of the gods, breathing out for something to lift you up and everything inside this bag. I won't stand for what you believe in. Step into a future that's worth living.
Well, all right. It's been a minute since I got to say that. Here we are. Everything in the world was trying to stop me from getting season 5 off the ground. Up until a few minutes ago, some of the people hanging out with me here in Discord saw the battle with my keyboard. So, real quick, Dom, where were we just listening to those tracks from?
The Wednesday playlist
There you go.
on Spotify.
Yes, the Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist. Every band on there is a band that's been on the show, friends of the show, and they're going to live there forever. Those were two bands that we were honored to have on the show and had some banging tracks. And tonight we get to add another one. Excuse me. But real quick, let me get into the usual intros. I got Bo with me from Elijah. I got Dom from Set Alive. And help me out, Dom. What was the one I was supposed to say?
Up.
Word Up.
And
That's
Word
it.
Up.
Set Alive and Word Up. And I got Scarlett here from Lunarscape and World Shaper. And our featured band tonight is Wolves of Oz hanging out with us. So, you know what? We'll go straight into it. I do have a bunch of good things to bring up, but I want to get to the featured band first. So, like I mentioned, we got Wolves of Oz here. We got Dylan and Jesse. So why don't you guys, for a few minutes, just let us know what the band's about, what all you guys have been cooking up, and we'll get to your track a little later in the show. So what's been up?
Just been working in that studio, honestly, man. Working hard.
Hell yeah.
We're Wolves of Oz. If anybody's watching that has never heard of us before, we're a 4-piece band out of Knoxville, Tennessee. We like to blend metal with like R&B, hip hop, a little bit of pop, a little bit of jazz, stuff like that. So
All dope.
Elbows trying to bring the back breakdowns and hell yeah, brothers.
Yeah. So for those that have caught a few episodes of the show before, Wolves have been on here before. So they're good friends of the show, and like they said, they're doing some really cool stuff, blending a lot of different styles and genres, and I try not to pick favorites, but they're definitely one of my favorite bands on the playlist. So there you go. Yeah, had to give them a little nod here. So let's talk about the studio time. So you guys got a couple tracks getting cooked up, a whole album, or what's been going on with that?
Right now, our goal is, well, I don't want to give too much away, but we have several songs set to release this year. They're going to be single releases. We're not quite at a full album yet, but we're really excited about what we'll be releasing this year. And this song is a great way to kick it off.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Bo, Dom, Scarlett, you guys got any questions for these guys?
Not yet. I'm just excited. Let's hear this banger.
All right,
Let's go.
All right, but you know what?
Ditto.
Go ahead, Dom.
No, I said ditto. I was like, same. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right, good.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good because. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to know if you'd heard the song yet, Forge.
No, I have not. I never do.
Okay.
I never do. Always, whenever people send me the songs, I always stick it in the back pocket. In fact, I'm glad you asked me because I forgot to even pull it up on my end for me to have it queued up for when we get to that point. So I'm gonna have to do that while we're talking. but no, man, that's something I really did pride myself on since the very beginning of the show. People send me the tracks, and I would always just randomly pick them and just listen to them live. That way, I knew my reactions were real, and I kind of liked the pressure of it, to be honest. So no, I have not listened to it, but listening to all your other stuff, I will say that I kind of am not sure what to expect because I know what you guys are capable of and all the different genres you like to mix up. So it could be like really into like a really heavy area with your electronic flair in there, and I know you like to do the sing too, but then at the same time you guys got the ability to flip the script and be like super mellow and soft and kind of groovy R&B feeling, So I have no clue what we're in for, so but I am ready for it.
What I'd like to hear.
yeah, you always keep me guessing, man. You guys always keep me guessing. But before we get to that, we're gonna let everyone simmer on that for a minute. Bo, what you got for us in the news world?
Oh man. So, this has been like 5 months since we've had an episode. I tried to condense a lot of stuff into just a little bit of time. We got, in no particular order whatsoever, Alyssa from Arch Enemy is no longer in Arch Enemy. She's now in a band called Blue Medusa. I listened to the song a while ago when it came out. It's fine, whatever. Uh, this one's a little sad. Jello Biafra, singer from Dead Kennedys, recently had a stroke and is recovering from that. Uh, if you've never really listened to Dead Kennedys, I guarantee you a lot of bands that you listen to have been influences by them. They were a big band for me in my teens. We have an insane amount of 20-year, 25-year anniversaries for some beloved albums, and you know, there's been a lot of tours just playing those specific albums. There's been a lot of re-releases, re-records, and things like that. It's pretty wild to think about. One of the recent ones that I'm not a fan of, Atreyu re-recorded The Curse for its 20-year. That was technically last year, but it was, you know, something we hadn't talked about. I don't like it at all, because they don't have the old screamer. They are using the bass player, and I'm not into that. But there's a lot of them. Bleeding Through, re-recorded. You know, their first big CD. Kind of odd. I feel like maybe some of them, I feel like maybe it's kind of doing like a little bit of the Taylor Swift thing, where they have hit that time period where they could re-release songs outside of the label that they were on and actually collect the royalties on it now. I'm guessing some of these, maybe that's what they're doing. Because the Bleeding Through one is kind of odd. Like, it's not like a giant like leap in production quality or anything like that. They just retracked it, changed a couple parts. The sample parts, like, they kind of slowed down, I'm assuming, so that like they can keep them on the song and not get the, like, you know, and still get, you know, royalties and stuff from it, even though they've got a sample on it. Just kind of weird. But a lot of the old time bands that have been quiet for a long time, which is honestly kind of a recession indicator. So we got Haste Today coming out with new songs. They got a new CD they're working on, or they're slow releasing. It Dies Today. Bleeding Through's released some new stuff. Still Remains. August Burns Red just dropped a new single. Just crazy amounts of old bands.
Yeah, Bo. Speaking of which, I got to give you some long distance daps for the lookout. My girlfriend just hooked me up with our anniversary present. I heard she reached out to you for some advice. So your boy gets to go see August Burns Red and After the Burial here in a month or so. Yep.
She was pretty excited about getting that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, what a stand-up girlfriend.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yep. Shout out to Jen. She's watching. And real quick, and Bo, I don't know if you got more news, but I want to throw in one little tidbit of news. If you are watching at home, Big Daddy Forge, you know, has been spending money. So, you know, I paid for all these extensions. So if you are watching at home, you can watch us now on YouTube Live, Twitch Live. Miss Scarlett apparently is sitting over there in TikTok world and is ready to speak to you if you want to go watch it there. And I've yet to have solid confirmation, but we may be live on Facebook as well. So you got 4 places to watch us now. But did you have any other news, Bo? Or was that it?
Yeah, I have a few things.
Go ahead,
yeah,
man.
it does look like we're streaming on Facebook too. Yeah.
Well, look at that. Money well spent because they sure took my money. So, I'd have been mad if it didn't work.
Yeah, like just a lot of old time bands have started re-releasing stuff, making comebacks and things like that. It's really fun to see. You know, some of the songs are really good, honestly. So it's cool to have that coming back a little bit. And the joke about a recession indicator. Here's another one. Absolute recession indicator. They're officially making a new Guitar Hero this year. So we're gonna get a brand new Guitar Hero game. So yeah, just plan on staying home a little bit more, guys. You can hang out and listen to the Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist, you know.
There you go.
So this is an interesting one, a little more recent. So Beartooth, which, is probably a fairly like divide. You either love them or hate them. It's not really my thing, but Caleb kind of did a lot for the scene back in the day, and every person that goes to a Beartooth show or listens to Beartooth is like another potentially like another audience member for stuff that we do. So I'm all about the success. Released a new single called Free. It stirred up quite a lot of controversy online. Chris Frosnick from Attila liked it so much that he decided to go online and have fun with Caleb Shomo's name by removing the S, and then later apologized for that. Really, really weird. It's kind of odd that we've gotten to that point, but again, I don't really care about the song that much, but good for him. He's going to make a lot of money off of it, so have at it. Better Lovers have parted ways with Greg Puciato from Dillinger Escape Plan. That's kind of crazy. We had they came through Indy last year, and we had a couple friends got to play with them. Maybe somebody's a problem. Here's a fun one because we talked about it a few times last year. As I Lay Dying, lost all the members they had touring with them and writing with them. Everyone's gone. All new members now. Ken Sushi spilled some beans on a podcast. That was actually a lot of fun to listen to. He posted videos of him kicking a dog. Tim Lambesis kicking a dog, and some other things. For some reason, after all that, he has found a new bandmates for As I Lay Dying, and they're currently recording another album. And he had to go online and cry about having to sell all of his motorcycles to fund the album. So
poor guy.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's interesting. This one's really fun for me because we got to play with them last year, and they're just an OG, one of the bands that we just all love. Unearth has gone back to Metal Blade Records. Seeing that headline is another one of those things that we talk about, like the old 20-25 year, comebacks and everything like that. Just thinking of like them going back to Metal Blade Record brings back all those memories of like trying to keep track of what band was on what label and what label they moved to and all that stuff back in the day was such like that was, I don't know why, that was just such a fun thing to nerd out to. And back then you didn't have, other than like MySpace and random stuff like that, like you found out from like word of mouth and magazines and things like that. But it just made me think of all the old like record labels that you looked forward to. If you saw a band and you saw that little emblem was on that CD, you were just going to grab it because it said Victory Records or it said Solid State or whatever. So it's kind of fun to have them going back home. And I got one more kind of sad one. And this is kind of like Jello Biafra as well. Like if you haven't actually listened to the band, I can guarantee that you've listened to 100 bands that are influenced by this band. The singer from At the Gates actually passed away. Really sad. They're one of the pioneers of that like Swedish melodic death metal, and yeah, so that one was a pretty big bummer. I think that was like right at the end of 2025. But that's another band that, if you like heavy music, people that you're listening to have been influenced by them. So you should probably go and listen to them because it's definitely stuff that needs to be heard. So, and that's what I got for some news.
Word. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some news too, and then I'm gonna find a cool way to segue this back to Wolves of Oz. So, one of the things I have been talking about pretty much for like the last half of last season and during the time off was something that I had been working on for a minute, and I finally made it happen. And I don't know if any of you guys have been nosy and happen to see this little figure over my shoulder here. Well, it happened. I've been telling you guys I was going to give a guitar away, and it happened. I'm not doing a full unboxing. However, I am going to post a video on YouTube. Forge, the other Forge with the mask, is going to throw a little video together showing you the entire guitar all the way around and going to give the specific instructions on how you can win it. You do not need to be in a band, and you don't have to pay anything to be a part of the drawing. All you have to do, I'll give you one hint, it's going to start with you going down in YouTube specifically if you're watching at home. If you want to like and follow on all the other platforms, we love you for it, but specifically YouTube, step one is hit that subscribe down there. It costs you absolutely nothing. And then find the video. I'll name it something like guitar giveaway, whatever. Go watch that video. It'll give you the rest of the instructions, and someone is going to win this thing. So hang on a second. Let me lean over and grab it. I legitimately only pulled it out the box earlier. I have not fully unsheathed it. So you guys are seeing this in person. It's fresh, clean, no fingerprints. Sorry if the camera can't catch it all in one shot because I was not prepared for this shot. But we will do a much better shot with Forge with the mask. So I'm going to back up and just show you guys. So we do have a Schecter here, 7-string Schecter. And you know what? I'm a terrible host. I can't remember exactly which model this was. C7 Deluxe. There we go. Whew. C7 Deluxe. It is definitely not an entry-level 7-string, but it's definitely not $1,000 guitar because, you know, Big Daddy Forge's pockets weren't that deep, and Schecter did not sponsor us. Hint, hint, Schecter. So, again, be on the lookout on YouTube for that video. I'll probably get Forge to do a playthrough with it, so because I know everyone likes to hear how they sound. It definitely looks dope. I play on an 8-string Schecter, so I can vouch for the quality and the sound, and that's what I use on all my recordings. So anyone can win it. Don't need to be in a band, and honestly, you don't even need to be a guitar player. I mean, if you want to learn how to play guitar, you can definitely pick this one up and shred on it, and you're not going to feel like you're playing on a $100 entry-level guitar. So make sure you go enter. We're going to go the entire season to let all the entries come in, and then towards the end of the season we'll give it away. We want as many people to enter for a chance to win as possible. We don't, sorry all my usual customers, but you know, we don't want just the usual customers to enter the drawing. We want new people to be exposed to the show, because in turn that exposes the bands to new listeners as well, and that's the goal. It's not about the money in my pocket, because obviously I just threw it out there, but I want the bands to be heard, okay? So that's number one. Number two, we're going to do another little giveaway. And this is not for bands either, but if you are in a band, that's cool. We're going to call it, I think we're going to call it Riff Wars. And it's going to be kind of like a March Madness kind of tournament setup. We're going to take submissions of riffs from people. Could be drummer, guitarist, bass, whatever. We will set some guidelines to it. I don't want, like full songs coming in for us to have to listen to. And Dom, this is a segment Dom is going to get to lead as the season progresses. We will pick X amount of entries from the get-go, and then every episode will be a round of the tournament. Those that move on get to go on to the next round. And at the very end, there will be one Riff Wars winner. And I'm still working on all the prizes, because it'll be like a multi-prize gift bag kind of thing. But I'm for sure telling you that the winner of Riff Wars will get a $100 gift card to Sweetwater, and they will get a piece of merch, Banger Wednesday merch of their choice off the store. And I'm working on 2 or 3 other ones, so it's definitely worth the effort if you got, say, 30 minutes to throw down a sick riff and submit it. I will post a video on YouTube with instructions for that and how to submit. So, it's out there now. That's what's going on. These are your opportunities to get some free shit. And, honestly, come hang out with us, too, You can go watch the YouTube videos and enter, but come hang out on the live and listen to some of the cool bands we have on the show. So, And here's that part where I really cool kind of segue back to Wolves of Oz. Let me get Bo off the screen real big here. In other news, just real quick for Wolves of Oz news, FYI, we are working on a track together, Forged by Titans and Wolves of Oz. Just letting you guys know, I think we're about 3 to 4 weeks out from getting it back from the producer. Well, let me rephrase: 3 to 4 weeks and a few more doll hairs, and we'll have that one out for the world, hopefully. So, with that said, while I was talking, I forgot to cue up the song that they sent me. But Wolves of Oz, why don't you give us a little backstory as to this track we're about to check out, while I slyly cue it up.
Jesse, you want to take it?
Sure. So the song's called "If Hearts Were Anchors." We started writing the song like 5-6 years ago, something like that.
Just during
And
the pandemic.
it started out as a breakup song. Me and my now wife and mother of my child had broken up at the time, and I was feeling pretty distraught about it. And being the musician that I was, channeled it into a song. And over the years, Dylan has helped me kind of shape it, and we kind of put it to the side for a little bit, picked it back up, played it live a few times, didn't like how it sounded, changed it a few more times, and now we're very happy with it.
Mhm.
It's mostly to do with like being in a toxic relationship and knowing and needing to end it, but just being so attached to it at the same time.
Right on. Dylan, you want to add anything to that, or are you guys ready to just check this shit out?
Oh man, hit it. Let's do it.
All right. So if you're listening along at home, get your eyes on the screen if you want to watch the little Spotify playlist, little canvas thingy over here in the corner. But yeah, we're gonna check out this track by Wolves of Oz, "If Hearts Were Anchors," and right after we wrap it up, we're gonna talk about it. So here we go.
Let's go.
I've broken my promises, discovered that which I had said to forever keep instead. I'll preoccupy this darkness that's inside my mind with some special, so I don't think of her. That make me feels like I'm holding on to strings that are better left to free. Maybe it's better to burn out than it is to fade away. But can't you see this anger weighing on my heart? 'Cause baby, I'm falling apart. Pulled the wind out of her sails and rained on her parade. I swept it all under the rug when she thought we had it made. If life is sink or swim, why am I swimming in regret? Drowning in the sorrows when I see the very web. No. That make me feels like I'm holding on to strings that are better left to free. Maybe it's better to burn out than it is to fade away. But can't you see this anger weighing on my heart? 'Cause baby, I'm falling apart. I pulled the wind out of her sails and rained on her parade. Swept it all under the rug when she thought we had it made. My heart's an anchor sinking faster than a stone. If life is sink or swim, I'm drowning in the depths below. No shore, no safe path. 'cause baby, I'm falling apart. I've broken my promises, yeah. Discarded that which I had said to forever keep instead. I'll preoccupy this darkness that's inside my mind with some special work, so I don't think of. That it has to fade away.
Right. I saw that stank face. Saw it. Seen it. All right. So I'll go ahead and I'll kick this one off. Like I said before, I know you guys can go so many different directions. It wasn't where I thought you guys were going with it, but I really do like it. I've always had a soft spot for bands that were able to give you the journey, as I've called it before, where you're heavy, then I don't want to say soft, you're heavy, but then let me back that up.
Vibey.
Yeah. You beat them into the ground, and then you like pick them up and like, oh, my bad. Oh, by the way, let me throw you back down on the ground again. So I've always liked that. That for me, that keeps it interesting. I mean, because there's a million bands out there, obviously, and they're the ones that just are heavy the whole way through, and you can't catch your breath, which is great. And they're the bands that never really get that heavy and start to finish. That's great too. But I find personally it's more interesting whenever it's ups and downs. I mean, because honestly, what's life? I don't know about you guys, but mine's definitely not all easy or all the time. So no, I've always loved it, and you guys just have a really great way of blending it. And you have to forgive me, I can't remember who you guys the name of your guy does your effects and your spinning. I believe you guys got a guy that's dedicated to that portion, right?
DJ Hendrix.
Yeah. He adds a really cool element to it as well. But man, I will start with this. Remind everyone, because I know the answer, but remind everyone what you guys do in the band, especially in this track.
I'm guitar, I scream, mix and produce and master and blah 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 blah.
Basically, he doesn't sleep for the band.
Yeah, he does all the production, mastering, all the above. I help a little bit. I like a little bit. I also drum and sing for the band. So
yeah, I remember whenever you guys were telling me what all you guys did in the band, and I've heard the track first, obviously, and then we talked about it afterwards, and I realized you guys were only like a 4-piece. I'm like, wait, those songs do not sound like 4-piece band songs. You guys got some talent, because I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's hard enough just to play a goddamn instrument, much less an instrument and do something else while you're doing it.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Bo, Dom, Scarlett, what you guys think?
I thought it was an awesome track, you guys. Did I hear some xylophone in there somewhere? Like I felt like I heard like a xylophone. Yeah, was that a xylophone, dude? Fucking cool. Like
it was a what is it called? A VST instrument, so it wasn't like
Sure.
a real one, but it was sampled, and yeah, there's some xylophone in there.
That's cool, man. I love that. I love when people can just sneak some weird instrumentation in there that you wouldn't expect, and you're just like, hey, what was that? Like a harpsichord or whatever. Like that's really cool. I love the xylophone, and they're really cool. Just little. Oh, I'm intrigued. So I really enjoyed that. And the vibrato drummer, is that you with the clean
Mhm.
vocals there? Man, you got some good control on your vibrato in there. You do the vibrato and then you go into like a raspiness that's rich and controlled, and your vocals are you've got some really good techniques that you have a good grasp on.
Thank you.
So I really could appreciate that as well. But yeah, I mean, really like the track, guys. Really cool. The ups and downs, lots of peaks and valleys. Um, yeah, I can't remember if were you guys on last season at the beginning of last season.
May have been at the very beginning because we dropped like apoptosis back in 2024. So
Okay. Yeah, because I don't think I've heard you guys too much. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was a really cool track. I guess my question is like, too, what did this song like bring? He left, but I want to know if this got his girlfriend. Did you play the song for her before you released it, and you were like, "Babe, I wrote you this song though," and then she was like, "Okay, I get like we can get married and have kids now because that's fucking awesome."
she hated the song at first, and
Oh,
funny
really?
enough, his wife his wife is my sister.
What? Oh, shit, you guys. There's always so many like cool little things that we find out on Banger Wednesday. Like,
Mhm.
dude, last season, some dude was like, "Yeah, I learned how to scream when I was taking a shit." Like, what? What? I'm never gonna forget that ever,
I
ever.
mean,
So, I mean,
I can
that's cool.
understand that.
It's cool. Okay, well, it's your sister, so you know the story.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Uh,
cool.
yeah. She did not. I don't think she really liked the song at first, but it grew on her, and she's living with a producer, so she hears the song pretty much 24/7.
Fair, fair. Yeah, and
Over
that's
and over and over.
does he at least make you do your own editing, or does he edit and everything too?
He does it all.
Dude, you gotta do something real nice for that guy. That's a big undertaking. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Well, you let him marry his sister, so
That's true. That's
there's
true.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's a great track, and I definitely want to hear some more from you guys. Is this part of an album, or are you guys just doing single releases?
We're just doing the single releases right now. We'd like to like do like an EP or something like that, but I think just the single game right now is where we're gonna stick. So
Yeah, good strategy. Good strategy. Um, I mean, I know I have some other stuff, but I'm gonna let the other guys chime in and stuff too, because I can talk all day. So
Yeah, but you want to get in here? Or you want or Dom?
I don't know what happened to Jesse.
very,
He'll be back.
very periphery on some of those vocals in the chorus, like the way, the way you kind of like hit some of those notes was really fun. It's a great song. I always love hearing you guys on here. I think honestly, like that kind of build up towards the end before the breakdown, going into the breakdown was probably like my favorite part of the song. That was just kind of
Nice.
that just got me good right at the end. And then you kind of had like a one of those like little surprise breakdowns where you don't expect a breakdown kind of towards the middle of the song. Really fun track. It's always a fun track with you guys. Um, we can tell, you guys put insane amounts of work into what you do. So it's really fun just to watch you guys keep on doing what you're doing. Um, how
Thank you,
about
man.
like shows and stuff?
Put
You
so
guys
much
playing?
work into it that we
Yes, I've got him on speakerphone now.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
yeah, I was like, where did
We're
where did it go? What happened?
it's
we
I
couldn't
can
hear
you,
him.
but
Yeah, it wasn't enough to trigger your mic. No, we're not getting it, buddy.
He said it's her favorite song. She doesn't hate it at all,
Oh, okay.
with full sarcasm.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh.
I was about to say with air quotes the whole time. I'm sure.
Uh, he may be able to hear you again. Could you say the periphery comment that you just did, because that's his favorite band?
Okay, yeah, no, like the clean vocals, like especially like in what I would guess, to me would be like the chorus part of the song for you guys, especially like that first whatever the first word is, that first note, and you get that little vibrato and just the way you like build up to that specific note, hit that vibrato and hold it, like very very periphery, and I mean that in like
Thank you,
the
man.
nicest of ways.
So
Just
before he
killer.
goes too far, I would say whenever he's first at periphery, the first thing that came to my mind was somewhere in there you guys kind of did a little change up. I don't know if the timing changed or what, but that was
Yeah.
very reminiscent of periphery as well.
It's that sneaky little surprise breakdown, like right towards the
Breakdown.
middle.
Yeah.
Like they did,
Yeah, we tried to.
it's like the tempo definitely slowed down, like right after you played like a couple bars into it.
What we did is we basically just made it swingy, just kind of like a
Yeah.
swingy style. Yeah.
hmm And to me, that reminds me of some stuff periphery would do too. Yeah. But yeah, keep going, Bo. Sorry, it popped in my head and I wanted to
Oh, you're
spit it.
good. I mean, those were just kind of what, like, as far as listening to that track, what struck me. Um, you guys always just have such a really cool the way you blend all of these little different styles and stuff. And then the big thing, something that a lot of bands always struggle with is just the way that you transition to the parts. Like you have almost like a drum solo, like as a transition, like as like a little bridge, like between parts, like where it's just drums and a little bit of like background stuff going on. I was like, is that just that's awesome. Like, like you just don't expect something like that. Really cool. So
Thank you, man.
the style, like no one does that. Like that's awesome. You know?
I
So
know
yeah,
what
Yeah.
just
part Bo's referring to, and I also want to call that out because that was freaking awesome. It just was completely different from everything else that was going on. And so I was
yeah.
kind of like, okay, I know what's happening, but then it threw me for a loop, but in a good way. So, yes.
I love that. Love that. That's
Yeah.
something that we yeah, we I don't know, I think that's something we always try to do, is we want to keep our audience guessing. So,
Hell yeah.
Success.
and have fun.
Yeah.
Something that
I love that
I
I
don't know
saw
if
I saw big smiles on both your faces when we were playing your track. And I just want to call out how much I love that, because that totally means you're passionate about what you do for sure and you're proud of your work. And I mean, obviously you brought it on the show, but I feel like a lot of musicians, like, they'll put out a song or something and they're like, I don't know. I don't know if I should have done that, or I don't really like this part or whatever. But man, I mean, I can see that you guys are really passionate and you love what you produce and you put out, and you should, because it's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we love the type of music that we make. And
No, we still can't got him
that our
doing
motto is
what?
Now
Was
get in there. Come on, man.
he said our motto is sending it.
that? Sending it. Right on. Yeah, so just to backtrack some history, I was sitting here thinking about it. So, yeah, I first heard, well, all of us, minus Scarlett, I think, first met Wolves of Oz whenever they brought Apoptosis on the show. And I think that was like in season 2. And then somewhere in season 3, I believe the song's called, what, Don't Hate the Player?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, we did
Yep.
do older songs after A-pop.
Yeah, they came on with that one, and then right after that is around whenever Scarlett joined the show, so that's probably why she didn't catch any of those. But yeah, these guys are third timers here now with another banging track. So I like leaning on Dom a little bit when we get into like the vocal world, and I feel like, for me, strangely enough, isn't the vocalist this one of the vocalists in Era, isn't his name Jesse as well? Yeah, but anyway, I find Jesse in Wolves of Oz. I find his screams remind me of the screams kind of in Era, which I can't remember his name. The guy actually does the screaming in Era.
Nice.
I find super reminiscent of that. And for me, it's the right type of grit for the style you guys are playing, you know, because there's a level that you can go to where it just becomes a muddy kind of scream, and I find this one stays pretty clear, and smooth kind of, and it works. I don't know, Dom. I'm not a vocalist. I'm just talking shit right now, so I need you to come save me.
No, you're doing great. No, the screams are very clear. They're crisp, and I think his enunciation is pretty. It sounds pretty good to me. I mean, I think he enunciated. He is obviously sounds trained. You guys have all the songs you guys have brought. Like, I don't just they blow me away every time because I thoroughly, just like Bo will say, it is a roller coaster and it is a damn good one. It is very enjoyable. I mean, every time I go through and listen to it, I don't know what I'm going to be getting, especially after the intros, because it's like you get this beautiful, amazing intro that I'm like, I don't know. This sounds like it could be like a Kingdom Hearts video game intro, and it's sounding kind of like it's going into almost some like hip hop, and then it goes into the sick chorus, and then it goes into the breakdown, and then it's going back to the hip hop, and it's bringing you back, and then it goes into this like ode, like almost like, what would you call it? I don't know what the word I'm looking for.
It was almost like ballady, kind of.
Yeah, ballad. That's the word. Like a ballady, like
for sure. Yeah,
It's droning the notes and going, and that's when I was like,
Drop.
holy shit! Yeah, it's droning, and then the second part of that breakdown comes through, and it's just heavy in your face, and I was like, oh shit! So I mean, that was a journey. That was a really good journey. So I enjoyed it, and the screams, the vocals as well are always amazing. So I'm always excited for more, guys. Get more.
Yeah.
We love the crazy. Don't give us normal song structure. Give us everything all over the place. All
Yeah.
at
For
once.
real.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, it was there. Thank you. My brain's happy.
Yeah. And you know, let's go ahead and just put this a real quick in here. So while we were talking, Dom, why don't you tell everyone where this track now lives if anyone wants to come back and listen to it again?
You can go to the Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist if you ever want to listen to this song again.
There you
These
go.
videos also get uploaded to YouTube. So if you ever want to come and watch, right, we're still doing that, right? I'm not.
Yeah. No, you're good,
Yeah.
man.
So you can also come watch the stream and watch the podcast again on YouTube. But if you want to listen to the song and listen to the many other good ones, they also have 2 more that are on here. Come to the Banger Wednesday playlist on Spotify. It's great. It supports us. It supports the bands.
But if you want a chance to win a guitar, you got to go to the YouTube and subscribe.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and the Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist, look at it like this. It's kind of like a roadmap to a bunch of great bands. Obviously, we want you to come check out the playlist because we want you to listen to all the bands. But if you come to the playlist, you can find a band that you like. You can then click on that band's individual artist profile, and then you can go check out all their music. So it's kind of like a let's just go ahead and call it what it is. It's a gateway drug. You come in, you get a little taste, you get a little taste, and then you start clicking around. Next thing you know, you're all up in some band shit. You know,
Dude, all I could think about was like the Dave Chappelle skit where he's like he's scratching his neck.
Oh yeah, Tyrone Biggums. yeah. Have to get. All right, shout out Dave Chappelle. Hashtag Dave Chappelle. Come hang out. Listen to some.
Spots for the Banger Wednesday.
Come hang on the Banger Wednesday show. But yeah, the playlist has been an awesome tool. It's got a ton of great bands on it, and like I said, it's a roadmap. You can find a whole bunch of really cool bands, and like Bo and Dom both pointed out. You can watch us live apparently now on 4 different platforms, but you can only rewatch us on one, and that's YouTube. And that's also where you need to go if you want to be a part of Riff Wars to win some cool shit, and if you want to be a part of the guitar giveaway. But back to the band of the hour, Wolves of Oz. We just checked out one of their newer tracks. So let me ask you this: we were joking about working on the tracks and then just sending it. How long would you guys say you've been cooking that one before you finally just sent it?
Ooh. See, we probably wrote it like around 2020, and it was probably the second song that Jesse and I wrote together, honestly. So, been sitting on it for a while.
Yeah, and I think that lends itself to why it sounds so good, because you had so much time to write it, listen to it, go back, tweak it, and again, just like I said, every song you guys put out is just freaking amazing.
Thank you. 5,000. Jesse says 5,000 tweaks later.
Yeah. Revision 599. Yeah.
How long have y'all been a band for?
Since about that time.
Oh, okay, cool. So that was one of your first.
Yeah, Jesse moved back to Tennessee in 2019, I believe. And yeah, we started jamming, right around pandemic time.
Nice. It's always fun, I feel like, when you have old songs and then you just rework them as you evolve as musicians, and then it sounds nothing like it did when it started, but it's so much more you and your personality and just all these things that you feel like your sound should be by the time it gets to the finish line, when you kind of resurrect these old songs that you started. And there's something really cool about watching that like metamorphosis, or listening to that metamorphosis happen, that I think is really special, for artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and translate for us, Dylan.
It's definitely with us as a during.
Jesse says yes. It has definitely evolved along with us, as we've been a band. So
right, and that's a good thing. If you really think about it, especially with some of the bigger bands, the ones I say some of them, but a lot of them that don't evolve with the scene and everything like that, they kind of do get left behind a little bit. Now there's some bands that are just like pillars of their genre or whatever, and they can kind of stay close to home and people will still come back and listen. But there are a lot of bands that they come up, they make their mark, and then they stay there, and the listeners and followers kind of like fall off as time goes by, because they want something fresh and new. It's always like that double-edged sword. They want something fresh and new, but they still want that quote-unquote band sound, and that's that. And if you can manage that to be fresh and new and still be you got something special. So you guys evolving over time and still having this unique sound, and it still being great music, you guys got a good formula going for sure.
I think it's cool with all your style, like the styles that you kind of put into your songs too. Like you're like, oh, we have some pop influence and we do like a little bit of this, or like some hip hop beats or whatever. When you kind of mold everything like that, it's really nice for getting you show opportunities, right? Because I'm sure you guys could play with a lot of different genres of metal because of that, because you're just kind of like this melting pot of a bunch of different things. Like, I mean, maybe that's not the case, but I would think so.
I mean, I've a good example of that. We've opened up for Bleed From Within, and then we've also opened up for Johnny Craig solo.
Oh, cool, dude. That's awesome. Yeah.
And that was that was basically like an R&B show, because it was just a bunch of solo R&B artists.
That's really cool. Yeah. You get to just get so much more exposure that way, and that's really fun, right? Meet a lot of interesting different people. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bleed From Within, man. Hell yeah.
Crazy. Did you guys also get to play with Convictions? Was that you guys?
Yeah. Yeah, we played with Conviction. Yeah. We played with Attila as well.
Yeah, so I mean, just look at that mix right there of people you've got to play with.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, Scarlet.
Woe Is Me, Adelita's Way, just to name some more.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Jesse's like, stop flexing.
No, man, flex. That's what you guys are here for. That's why we're only doing one band a night now. We want you guys to get flexed and all bowed up and get all those lactic acid build up and everything. You gonna wake up tomorrow feeling like crap.
We do have one thing we have to ask though.
What's up?
Did you use the Gojira plugin?
Did you do it?
I believe so, didn't we, Jesse?
4 guitar layers. There's several amps on it, but one of the
He said yes. It is one of the quad tracks.
There you go.
The season streak begins.
Yeah,
Got him.
it has begun. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean that's also good to know too. So he's doing quad track. So I know it may be hard for Jesse to relay that, but Dylan, you might have to translate. So how's he doing that quad track? Was he's got 2 left, 2 right, or how's he doing that?
2 left, sorry. Left and right.
Said one set is 100% left and right, and then the other one is like 75% 80.
Right on. Cool. That's cool. I mean, because again, back to what I said early on when I first heard you guys, the music did not sound like 4-piece band material.
Layer to make it little.
Thank you. Jesse, is there any way you can get back into the Discord?
Dylan's like starting to break a sweat, man. I'm repeating all this shit. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah.
No, I know a little bit. But
Yeah.
No, but he's the man. He is the man.
Didn't he? It was in and out for a second, but I thought I heard him say something about single coil. So is he running like some single coils or something
Yeah.
for clarity?
Can you? He says, "Yep."
Just for the
He said, "Just for the single note parts."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, clarity and a little pop. You know, nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's always fun to hear that. What is that? Next Door to Heaven that we've had on here a couple times.
Yeah.
They do that a lot. You don't hear that a lot, and when you do, it's definitely one of those things that stands out.
Yeah, and the other bands that come to mind, big bands that do that, I know for sure Novelist is all about the single coil.
Oh yeah.
And I believe Bill Murray is single coiling it for some of his stuff too.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you could just tell. Yeah. Yeah. I know you got to be a Bill Murray fan. Yeah, he does some really cool stuff.
Yeah, I loved his last album, and I've already pre-ordered his new one.
Oh yeah, diehard fan. Hashtag Bill Murray, come hang out.
Frank that hog.
Yeah.
Hashtag Future Wolves of Oz.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. But cool. And again, that little tidbit of information does explain a lot because it's a really great sound you guys have, especially on the guitar side of it. Definitely got a lot of clarity and crunch and just, it's just the right amount of gain without it sounding like garbage.
Just enough distortion, just enough to give it some chunk.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously, as you told us, your drums and the clean vocals. Whenever you guys go into the studio, is that actual mic'd drums, or are you guys mapping it?
No, I map it all. We use Get Good Drums, right, Jesse? Yeah, Get Good Drums.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
There's that periphery fan again.
Yeah, but I do purposely not. I really try to write to my capabilities of singing and playing at the same time.
Right.
So.
No, I get that.
I mean, I'll challenge myself a little bit here. Like when we first wrote Ep1, that beginning verse, if you can remember, I'm going crazy on the hi-hat, and that took me forever to sing and play at the same time.
Yeah, because I imagine, because your hands are going one speed, and you're trying to probably layer your vocals at a different pace,
Mm-hmm. More like a mellow singing, but then I'm going.
Yeah. And then you're trying to control your breathing while you're exerting all that energy with your hands and feet. Yeah, I know. Screw that, man. You can have that. Good for you. I'd be done. I'd just pick a lane and stick to it. Yeah. But and I know I'm talking a lot, guys. Feel free to chime in. But I got one more question. I know you guys are notorious.
Are you drinking? Are you drinking out of a ketchup bottle?
Please say yes.
Me? This? This is
Okay.
my water bottle.
Okay. For some reason, it looked like you were holding onto a giant Heinz bottle.
Dude, I want to do that now. We should
Yeah.
just clean out some ketchup bottles and just like walk around.
Yeah. From the side, when for some reason the way that sticker is on there, it looks like the label on a Heinz bottle.
Right.
Yeah, I got guy from drinking ketchup.
What he said about ketchup?
I wish they could hear you, Jesse. He's over here saying he has to stop me from
Damn
drinking
it,
ketchup
Jesse.
all the time.
Oh, there you go. But yeah. So what I was gonna say was, you guys are notorious for like all these social media, like little tidbits and snippets and a lot of video stuff. Do you guys have a video for this track or a video coming for this track?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
It is available. Cool.
We actually shot it.
We fucked up. We should have played that. Damn. Okay.
I thought about
You
mentioning
done
it.
fucked up, bro. What are
Yeah.
you doing? What are you doing, Forge?
Damn it.
You want to play it again? No, I'm just kidding.
I was tempted for a second.
Tell them it was shot.
Yeah. So we shot it all vertically. So if you go watch it, we wanted to make it like TikTok style, you know,
I
like
got
a vertical video. So
Hell yeah. Yeah, I do follow these guys on a few socials. Thankfully, I always keep all my sound muted, so I saw some of their newer videos, and it looked like they had either a video out or they were teasing at it for the new track. So that's why I came up with that question. Go follow these guys on all the platforms. You know what, Dylan? There's your plug. Where all do you want people to go follow you guys and check you out?
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the above. We're on everything. At Wolves of Oz. Keep it nice and easy. Yeah. And go check out our new music video on YouTube.
Hell yeah, which, I failed to do. My bad. I
It's
will
all good.
definitely be checking it out next free chance I have. So
Little behind. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. No, go.
I was just gonna say just a little behind the scenes on it. We released a song on Friday the 13th, the day before Valentine's Day in February. So there's a theme behind the video with that. So
Oh, cool. I'm going to keep that in mind. All right. And you know what? Let's give Dylan and Jesse a little bit of break here. We'll come back to him right at the very end of the show before we sign off. We are doing something new again this season. Like I said, we're going to feature one band per episode, and really get a real good opportunity to deep dive with them and not have the show last 6 hours long. But in honor of some of the other bands that wanted to be a part of the show but can't be here, Miss Scarlett's been scouting and has found a track to share with everyone. We will go ahead and add it to the Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist for this band. So what we'll do is we'll check out this track, and we'll do kind of like a little round table review. We'll let Wolves of Oz chime in on some of their peers, and let's see what Miss Scarlett dug up. So give us some backstory, Miss Scarlett, what you found.
Okay, what I found was I go to a record store here that's local in the Springs. It is owned by my good friend Brian Ostro. He's a huge part of the local music community here. And it is his band. And honestly, he does so much music stuff. I hadn't really listened to their band much yet. Brian, I'm sorry. And I listened to them the other day for a while, and I was like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. And so, I went into the record store the other day, did some metal yoga there. He gave me one of his band's records, and I collect vinyl, so that was freaking awesome. And that's this track. That's this track. Upon a Field's Whisper is what they're called. And he's also in a project called Night of the Living Shred.
Bonus points for the name.
Hell yeah.
All right. So I do have that queued up, and I went ahead and graciously added it to the Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist. So we're going to check this track out. It's called We're Still Here. And as Scarlett said, this is Pawn a Field's Whisper. Here we go. All right. Well, let's talk about this track a little bit here. Feel free to chime in, anyone. I will start by saying that was a ride. I was not expecting any of the turns that popped up. I don't know what you guys thinking on that track.
It was like modern day Alisana is how I'd think. Like the screams are literally like I've only heard screams like that, and Alisana's like the early like 2000, 2004, 2006. Like that kind of scream is really, I don't know, that's exactly what it reminded me of. And then its kind of composition is, it's interesting. It's really cool. This is a really cool song. And you said this is local to you, Scarlett? This is.
Yeah, this is right in my neighborhood, and it's freaking awesome. I mean, I love the screams are so raw, and you're right, like so many different styles get blended into one song, but it's really nice because the transitions happen seamlessly, right? Like I felt that way anyways. I was like, holy shit, like the transitions just roll through. It's like there's no huge stops. Like there was timing changes. Like there was so much like to unpack with this song. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's such a good track. It's so rich with stuff.
Well, because they're like, it's like this heavy, like, Alisana part, and then it goes into like, he did like this almost like law dispute, like rap, but like poetry kind of like going through it. And
Yeah,
that was crazy. I don't, that
that
was,
rap
that was a
poetry,
lot.
super cool. It
Mhm.
reminded me, if have you heard of Being as an Ocean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
like
no, that does. Yeah.
yeah, I totally got Being as an Ocean vibes like during that part of it, but then there was like parts of it that kind of gave me like Opeth vibes, but then there was also parts of it that gave me like Alexis on Fire vibes, and I'm like, holy shit, like there's so much good things. It's all nestled beautifully into this one track. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I Heart Grenades wanted to chime in that he had some very black metal vibes on that one as well.
Oh yeah, big time. I love it. Melodic black metal. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Really interesting. Like Alexis on Fire is one, and then like the very intro part, I got a lot of like kind of Converge feel for a second there, and then it kind of went nutty after that. Um, it was kind of interesting. A lot of us do like very almost proggy crazy stuff. With our chord structures and everything. So it's like it's fun when it's you hear a band like this where it's like kind of that very kind of black metal kind of almost more punk hardcore kind of style here and there. Like about 3 or 4 minutes of that was kind of just like the same two chords back and forth. And then they have that little bit of a change up, like kind of before the solo comes on, where they actually go to just like a 3 chord progression almost. Uh, it's always interesting to see how good a band can do doing very little sometimes, and how like impactful that can be. So it's really kind of fun because I mean, like something like that, I would assume just kind of listening to it, like the guy, at least one of the guitar players is probably doing the singing too, or the screaming and stuff is what I would kind of guess from that. But it's always kind of fun, like how crazy and proggy we can get, but then like the simple, more punk based stuff really always just there's this itch for me that it scratches all the time. And like I've been listening to a lot of punk lately, but yeah, it was a lot of fun, a lot of good stuff going on there.
Yeah. I'm gonna piggyback on Bo here for a second, but first I got to chime in.
Do it.
Guess who's back? Nah. Back again. Nah. Jesse's back.
Jesse's
back.
made an
Jesse's
appearance.
back.
Hi, Jesse.
Did you happen to catch that track, Jesse?
Sorry,
Did you happen to catch that track? No.
I did not. I was trying
okay.
to get
I
I
was gonna put you on the spot and then say, what's your thoughts, Jesse? No, that's cool. I'm not gonna do you like that.
amazing.
Yeah, good answer. No, but so on that track, I'll be real honest. When it first came in, I was a little nervous, but I was pleasantly surprised. It was a really really cool track. It had a lot of twists and turns in it. But to piggyback on Bo, do you feel like those guitars were mic'd cabinets?
Oh, I feel like all of that had to have been
Yeah,
like raw recording. Like
yeah,
all of that. And they had that, like the black metal, like old black metal kind of vibe where it just kind of feels like everything has like a reverb effect on top of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
All that was like mic drums, like some of it might have been like, parts of the band doing it live in a room, if not the whole band even. You know what I mean? Like it just kind of has that sound, has that feel.
Right. And it just goes to show you how like mixing and mastering kind of shapes a track's vibe. Like if you play that same track back with maybe more of a modern mix and master, how different it would have felt. I think it needed to be recorded the way it was for the style. But yeah, again, like I said earlier, for me, tracks that have all these little twists and turns, ups and downs, I definitely didn't expect the clean vocals we got. It kept it interesting, But yeah, I mean, it's kind of poetic that out of all the tracks Scarlett could have picked, she picked one that had a lot of twists and turns, just like Wolves of Oz. Obviously different little areas of the genre, but the ups and downs, the twists and turns, very parallel, I guess. But yeah, so I don't know. Any other comments on this track, guys? No.
Brian, you're probably going to watch this, and I'm sorry that I didn't listen to your band until now. Everybody floods me with their music all the time, and I'm sorry, but it's awesome, and I'm coming to your show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which works great for us because now she has all these tracks to pick from for this segment. Yeah. So yeah, Scarlett, go ahead and remind everyone what the name of this band was, if you don't mind.
Upon a Field's Whisper. Go check them out, guys. They're freaking cool peoples.
Yeah. So yeah, and with that, since Jesse's back, let's go back to Wolves of Oz for a minute, and then we'll do one little thing after that and call it good. But so yeah, Jesse, since we got you back on, let's talk some more about the mixing and mastering and the production. So how long did it take you to mix and master this one?
Actual time in my studio mixing it was probably like 16 to 20 hours. But that was kind of dragged out over the course of like 2.5 months after everything was fully recorded. I think we're like literally like I want to say exactly 2 months prior to us recording, dropping the song. We were still like recording little things, re-recording some guitar tracks here and there, and just trying to make it just right before we went to record it mix it, because it's so much easier to mix it when everything's recorded very meticulously. It saves me a lot of time on the mixing side.
Right on. And obviously we got a lot of guitar players on the in the group here, but so again, back to that quad track. So you had a pair hard left, hard right. You had another pair kind of somewhere in between there. So what were the plugins for each like guitar track? Was it all a distorted guitar?
It's so do I have it in here now? I have for the guitar I used to record it, and it's actually got Fishman Fluence pickups in it. So I
Oh
used both
yes.
modes for like the primary layer, the 100% left and right, on my bridge pickup. That was Gojira Neural DSP, and I think I may have used Home Audio Cat Pack for the IRs. I'm not sure exactly which one. I always play around with the cabinet combinations, but that was the first layer. And second layer, I just switched to a passive mode, same bridge pickup. Just switched it from active to passive mode, re-recorded everything. That went into my favorite Neural DSP amp is the Fortin Nameless.
Oh yeah.
It's just there's something special about that amp, and especially in the low end. It just has such a nice per that blended those together, and they're for this like the verses with the little chuggy single note parts. It's just use the single coil configuration with a much cleaner, like very like kind of a crunchy tone, but just very much cleaner than the two primary quad tracks.
Right on.
And it just gives it that extra spankiness,
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I've heard of some people doing like these. The reason I asked this question, I heard people doing quad tracks where they would have their primaries left and right with their distortion, but then their other pair would be like either a really EQ'd out clean channel with maybe like an overdrive pedal pushing it or something, but very little, if anything, on it. So that's why I was curious if you went that route or not. But yeah, if you got the right plugins, man, you can load it up with all the distortion and still keep your clarity and not have to do the more cleaner DI tracks. That's cool.
Yeah. The fun part of that is making sure stuff isn't phase canceling one another, and that's like a whole iceberg of just diving in and trying to make phase corrections. But it in product makes the guitar sound freaking huge.
Right.
So let's get the effort.
Yeah, and it sounded great. That's why I really was curious how you accomplished it. That's awesome. So it just backstory. So one of the tracks I am working on with Wolves of Oz, me and the guys doing my mixing and mastering, we kind of been in like a battle over my plugins. He wants to replace my amp plugins, and I'm kind of upset about it in my feels, but I may go with his route. He knows better than me when it comes to mixing and mastering. So I use Mike Stringer, one of his
Oh, nice, the Mix Lab.
Yeah, I use one of his models, and obviously I adjusted it there, and then I also use Andrew Baina, who's a guitar player from Carcosa, YouTuber as well.
Oh yeah, I know who Baina is, Baina Fox.
Yeah, I'm using those two and modeling from there, but yeah, he's trying to convince me to go elsewhere. Kills me. I love my tones.
Yeah, I know it's hard to be so. That's the thing though, is like I really don't make final decisions on my tone until I'm like knee deep in the mix, and I'm just kind of listening to the track as a whole and being like, okay, this was a filthy tone and I really loved it, but does it work for this big beautiful chorus part that we're gonna play?
Yeah.
Let's play around.
Yeah.
Your mix sounded great. I just want to say, especially for you mixing and mastering, it had like the perfect amount for the style. It had the perfect amount of warmth. I felt like there's still a lot of clarity in the mix, and you could hear everything was like very distinguishable. And so just want to give you kudos since you did the mixing and mastering. Like, hell yeah, brother.
Well, thank you. I try to sound make us sound professional and super serial.
Yeah, it's good to
Super
sound super
serial.
serial. It's good to sound super
Mhm.
serial, and you guys did it. So you hit.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So you've got a nice little lineup of guitars behind your head.
Oh yeah.
So we got the
Oh,
the Xavier
no.
Rays. You got the Meshuggah. You got the Stephen Carpenter.
Yep.
I don't know what that acoustic is, but then you got one of those cool purple sandblasted ESPs on the end. It looks like maybe.
Yeah. It's not.
That's a nice little lineup.
This was the Steph Carpenter with the pick guard, and actually took everything off and sanded it, and it has a very similar finish to the Ibanez 808.
I couldn't tell what it was for a second, but then I saw the stacked pickups, and got it for me. But
Yeah,
no,
it's
it's
very
great.
it's,
It's a great
it's easy
lineup.
to spot the Steph Carpenter
Yeah,
signatures. Yeah, they're like, oh,
that's my favorite. So like I remember back a while ago, like he did like an interview where they asked him specifically about that, and he was just like, "No, I just thought it looked cool, so that's what I told him to do." And then like his new signature model that came out last year, they actually like got rid of that like second pickup at the weird spot.
yeah, I saw that. I was like, 'cause what's funny is I do like to play around with the positions, even if like it's a much further away from the neck than a traditional neck pickup would be, but it still has its own kind of cool sound to it. I like
Oh yeah.
switching between the two, but really it's the spacing for me. Uh, I enjoy having obviously multiple options on pickups, but the spacing for the Steph Carpenter pickups, they're just it's out of my way from where I'm strumming on the guitar. And I love that. So that's like that. I have this one and I have another one that's purple that are like just like they're my mainstays. That's what I typically track and play live with because they're just
So many.
right for
It's
me.
funny to see like so many people like love to use those live. Uh, it's definitely like one on my list of one I'd like to play on sometime. But like it's so funny to see how many people just like playing on that guitar, and they take it like the guitarist from like Dayseeker used one forever. Like it's just always really cool to see like the inspiration and influence that he had on a lot of us anyways.
Agree. And it's the only really between the Steph Carpenters and the I forget, I think it's called the S1000. Small experience with ESP guitars, but hint hint wink wink ESP. I am a fan.
Oh yes, most definitely.
Plug it. We're not below that. Go for it.
Hey, hashtag ESP sponsors. No. So real quick, something I didn't realize was going to be something I should do, but since we're streaming on so many different platforms right now, I just realized I'm getting all these little alerts here, in my streaming thing. Just want to shout out to Mr. Smith82 that followed us on Twitch, the Big Cheese who subbed a tier 1 to Bo of all people. I don't know why they would do that, but thank you, Big Cheese. On Top has followed us on Facebook. Brandon Previte has followed us on Facebook. Sorry if I butchered your last name. Lowrider has followed us on Facebook. Jen, my girlfriend, has followed us on Facebook. Thanks, babe. What took you so long?
Jen, I love you.
Just messing. And shout out to Josh Vasquez, who has followed us on Facebook. So cool. People are watching. That's great.
And also, you guys, I've been spamming the Twitch or the TikTok likes, and I'm pretty sure I've been in a battle with Dom over there, but now he's eating, so winning.
Yeah. I saw her tapping her phone a little bit. I thought she was playing like one of those tap games or something.
It's also getting my bass fingers like just ready. You know what I'm saying? They're ready. They're ready.
Yeah. All right.
Are you in first still?
Bro, catch me. Catch me.
If you want to join the race, apparently there's a race going on TikTok. It looks like a three-way race right now. I think I see Dylan over there hammering away.
I'm getting sweaty, guys.
Oh dang, he's got gaming fingers.
Oh yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah, so
Drumming fingers too.
Again, if anyone is late to the show on any of the platforms, we got Wolves of Oz in the house. They dropped a new track. We have added it to where, Dom, did we add it?
To the Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist.
Hell yeah. And as always, that playlist consists of every band that's been on the show. So please be sure to save it, go listen to it. And we're coming up towards the end of our talk with Wolves. I'm gonna lean towards my host here. Are there any other questions you wanted to ask these guys before I give these guys like an open floor? No, I think we know these guys well enough, right?
Been on here a few times.
Yeah, and they're always welcome back. So yeah, we checked out their track. We asked them a lot of questions about what's been going on. If you happen to miss any of it, this episode will be available on YouTube for you to go back and watch. We talked about their production on their new track, where you can go to check them out. Talked about some of the bands they got to play with and how they came to be where they are. Just a bunch of really good stuff if you want to backtrack and check it out. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna give Jesse and Dylan just like open floor, just like fill us in with whatever you guys want that we may have not touched on, and just have at it.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody checking out our music and be looking forward to some stuff in the next coming months. We're especially excited about our next single. And Dylan, if you don't mind, I'll go ahead and give them the name.
Sink in.
Sink It. Oh yeah. The song's
Or
called Sink In.
another one.
It's but also it's funny. I keep wanting to say like this is different than what we've released, but like all of our songs are kind of basically that. So it's another very different one, but we're super stoked about it. It's gonna be out roughly. I don't want to like approximate, but roughly about 2 months. Now we'll be dropping Sink In, so be looking forward to that. And for the rest of this year, we're gonna be dropping new music all year. So just keep us on your radar.
Yep.
Oh,
And keep a lookout for the feature with Forge too.
Oh yeah. That's coming soon too.
That's part of the new music. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'll touch on that a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I'll touch on that here in a little bit, and that's actually a great segue. I do want to take this opportunity, since it's been a minute for all of us to get together, and I do appreciate my co-hosts that hang out with me every Wednesday and help me coordinate all this BS. So I wanted just them to have an opportunity to explain us what they've been having going on or coming up, so that way we can keep their bands in our sites as well. So Bo, why don't you give us a little quick rundown what you guys got coming?
Oh geez.
On the spot.
So we just apparently now we're going to be doing 14 total songs, I think, for a CD. 14 or 15. I don't know. We're something crazy like that. 14 or 15. We got like 3 more to track instrumentally and finish kind of writing, and I think we got like half the vocals kind of already going on them. So it's been like kind of a wacky like 3 months. We've been on like a hiatus from playing shows or anything, trying to focus and get the songs finished so we can get everything tracked. That was like the biggest thing, is we have some that we needed to just sit down as a group and complete or completely write, things like that. So it's been like a very crazy thing. It's the biggest thing I've ever tried to do musically. So it's kind of a wild thing to see. Like we still have like work to do and everything, but the songs are almost done, and they're just gonna kind of be there. And then I think we're gonna play. We're on track for like 1 show in May. And we're going to do like a full CD press on this when we finish it, and try to do like a big CD release show and do all the fun things for that. But it's been kind of wild.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, Dom, what you got going on?
Set Alive is doing a 10-piece album that I'm working on, with possibly a Bo feature at this point.
Oh.
And so, and maybe an Elijah and Bo song, or an Elijah Set Alive, X Set Alive. But yeah, so that'll be happening. I'm on song 4 right now of 10, so we'll see. So also the biggest thing I've done musically. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot to sit there and duke it out, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make it really cohesive, as cohesive as I can, like lyrically, and I don't know. But we'll see.
It's a lot of music.
A lot.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, how about you, Scarlett? I know you stay busy.
Heck yeah, dude. Well, we're not doing an album, so I'm like, dang, all these people doing albums. I'm like, shit. Kudos to you guys, because that is a huge, huge undertaking. We're playing a lot of Lunarscape's playing a lot of shows right now. We're doing about a show or two a month right now. So lots of playing out. It's been great. Let's see. I am still doing stuff with World Shaper. They're waiting on me to finish some stuff. I've just been so busy with Lunarscape stuff. We just put out a song called Bringer a couple weeks ago. So check that one out if you haven't heard it yet. It's like a cigar lounge inspired metal-esque type song. And so really proud of that one. And then we have a ballad coming out in about a month. So that'll be really cool too. It's very vocally pleasing to me. So excited about that one. And then World Shaper should have a song coming out in the near future. And I have a collaboration with Mr. Forge that I need to finish as well. And World Shaper has a collaboration that they need to finish with Forge as well. So there's things happening, guys.
Yeah, a lot.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll go ahead and touch base on what Dylan and Jesse were referring to. So we've had a track in the works for quite a while now, and it's finally coming to the end. It's sitting in the hands of a guy to mix it and master it. Hopefully 3-4 weeks, I think we'll have a stamped copy. And that's a really cool track for me, because if you happen to listen to some of my older stuff, so my really old stuff is like just vanilla metalcore, right? And then I started making this transition into more modern kind of metalcore. So I got a couple tracks, 2 of them that kind of were like the transition phase. And it was kind of like me trying to find my way. It wasn't where I wanted to be, but it wasn't what I was. But then I hooked up with the guys from Wolves of Oz as I found where I wanted to be, sound wise, and these guys just complemented it beyond my expectations. So I'm spending the extra time on it to make sure when it hits out, it's gonna be a iconic milestone song for me. So we were just trying to make it do it right. And past that, I do have probably about 6 other songs in the works. They're a little ways out though. Obviously, all my songs are collaborations because I'm a solo act, so I got to collaborate with people to get it all buttoned up. After the Wolves of Oz track, though, my next one is actually going to be a cover of an Ariana Grande song. I have it all orchestrated instrumentally. I am having a hang up, so this is a shout out. I'm having a hang up vocal wise. I need somebody that can, do Ariana justice, but not be Ariana. So I'm on the hunt. If anyone out there thinks they can fill those shoes, I have the track ready to go. I even have a sample vocal orchestration guide for you to go by. I just need you to be able to sing. So if anyone out there wants to take part, just hit me up, because I'd really love to get that one out, because I'm very proud of that one too, because as a lot of it's really hard to take a song that was meant for a different genre and remix it into a different genre and still give and it still be recognizable as the original cover. So very proud of it, because I think anyone that's listened to the song can sing along instantly with it and know where it's going, but it's definitely not the poppy Ariana song it was. So
well, I can't wait to hear it. That has me excited. Can't wait to hear how that shapes up.
I'm super excited. I just gotta find someone that can sing it right now. It's got like kind of like a karaoke vocal over it right now, so I could build around it.
Cool. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Cool. Really. Just real quick, I know, but what inspired you to do an Ariana Grande song? Like,
all right, so it's 2 things. So I'm one of those guys that says I listen to everything, and I legitimately mean it. I listen to everything, to Broadway, just everything. But then I also had the twofer where my girlfriend really loves Ariana, so that's something we listen to all the time. And she actually showed me this one song It was one of the ones I haven't heard. And when I heard it, I can't remember if it was that time she showed it to me the first time or if it was like the second time we listened to it. I looked at her and I said, that could be covered as a metal song and it would sound awesome. And I said, I'm going to do it. And I fucking did it. I just now I got to get some vocals on it so I can kick it out. But yeah,
Cool.
ton of songs
Love
coming
it.
out by Forged by Titan. So around the table, it sounds like everyone's been busy this off season. It sounds like we got a ton of great music coming out from everybody here, including Wolves of Oz. So make sure you go find everybody here and follow them. Not just the Banger Wednesday show. Make sure you go follow all the hosts, follow Wolves of Oz, follow the playlist, listen to everybody, follow everyone, and just listen. Just be well versed in music, man. That's what it's about. So let's go ahead and do a little recap, and we'll start winding this bad boy down. So if you are joining towards the end, Banger Wednesday show is now streaming live on Facebook, The Talk, Twitch, and YouTube Live. All episodes will be available on YouTube after the show if you want to rewatch it. Dom, where can people go listen to all the tracks?
The Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist has every band or every track that's ever been played on our show. So if you want to go check it out, add it. Also, this episode we did announce the 2 new ways for you to win some free shit. The big prize is the guitar giveaway. You do not need to be in a band. All you have to do is go to YouTube, find the video that Forge is going to post, Forge with the mask. So you'll see the masked guy in the snippet, I'm sure. Find that video. He will give you exact instructions on how to enter to win the guitar, which we will give away at the end of the season. I can tell you step 1 is subscribe to YouTube. Costs you nothing. And we are also going to do the riff wars. Hell, we may have to do the talk like wars too. Keep a tally on who's winning. But we'll do riff wars, which Dom will take the lead on that segment. You do not need to be in a band. Just I'll put another video out there with instructions. You'll post a riff or submit a riff, and we'll do tournament bracket style. Winner will get a prize bag of a bunch of shit. For sure, we're gonna do $100 gift card for Sweetwater and a Banger Wednesday item of your choice off the store. And we'll throw in a few other things there, and I'll announce those as we get them because that tournament will last further into the season. All right. That was a lot. My throat's getting dry. Again, thanks to Bo, Dom, and Scarlett for hanging out with us tonight. And a very special thank you to Dylan and Jesse of Wolves of Oz for coming and hanging out. Yeah, and dropping another amazing track that got added to the playlist. So, episode 1 in the books. I guess as soon as I hit end stream, somebody will be declared the winner of the like wars on the talk.
Wait. Don't do it. Don't do it yet.
You got a few more minutes because, as always, we're going to end the show by playing a track off the Banger Wednesday Spotify playlist. And you have till that stream ends if you want to beat these guys at the like wars. And
you start that song. I'm so sorry. Can I say one more thing before you end it?
Yeah.
Just something I just remembered. We're actually in the Ernie Ball Battle of the Bands right now for a chance to play at Warped Tour.
Hell yeah.
And if y'all could go vote for us so we could live like the absolute dream to play at Warped Tour, that would be amazing.
Where do we vote for you? How do we do that?
You can go to any of our socials. We're advertising the shit out of it. But you can also just go to, it's just battleofthebands.com. And then if you search for Wolves of Oz, you should be able to find us pretty easily. But you do have to create an account to vote.
Okay.
Well,
hell yeah.
So up to that, Dylan and Jesse, these guys deserve that vote. So please make the time to go vote for these guys. They are Banger Wednesday alumni, and we would love to see them do well in that one. So go vote for them. And with that, if you're still trying to get in on the like wars that are going on, I'm about to start the last track of the night. Stream ends and the battle ends. And in honor of Wolves of Oz, we're going to play the track that started our relationship off with them. And we're going to play Apoptosis. I'm going to kick you guys into the outro screen. And we'll see you on a Wednesday soon. So hold on to your butts And here we go to the outro screen. And away we go.
Self-reflection, not the mirror on the wall. Imperfections, overanalyze every flaw. Self-destructive deception, deadly conversations. Yeah, in my head, my wind up dead, but that's not my intention. You won't like what you find. Deep in the dark depths of my mind, the walls are closing in. I feel this is the end. We'll make it out alive. You should hear the things I say to myself. I wouldn't tell my enemy. I wouldn't tell my enemy. You should hear the things I say to myself. I'm my own worst enemy. I'm my own worst enemy. Self-reflective perception, thinking deeper in my mind. Right times in my vanity. I'll make it out alive. First in line to hate my rhymes, I don't know why I waste my time. I can't find happiness, I've tried. Maybe I'm blind. I should throw it all away and find another different girl. I should give up on my dreams, see my hope for being broke. Stop believing in myself, I'm not a diamond in the rough. Disappear to my doubts, cause I'll never be enough. Every time I feel this way, I feel the weight of feeling wrong. Try to be myself today, but it won't stay that way for long. Introspective imperfections, yeah, I see them all. Try to sing the pain away, but I just sing the same old song. Yeah. You should hear the things I say to myself. I wouldn't tell my enemy. I wouldn't tell my enemy. You should hear the things I say to myself. I'm my own worst enemy. I'm my own worst enemy.